Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Thursday Thoughts with your boy Anthony Perkin. So we're going to be talking about the 4 seasons, and no, I am not talking about Frankie Valli. Sherry baby. I'm talking about spring, summer, autumn, winter. Notoriously, spring is known as the best month to list your home. Reason being, warmer months, gardens look fantastic. Everyone's just in a better mood, aren't they, really? And more people are willing to go out in the warmer conditions to actually view the properties. And, you know, a property always shows best when the weather is good. So it's a great time. Now, with spring comes, you know, that kind of ethos where everyone is going, this is a great time to get on the market. So there's usually a lot more stock and a lot more buyers coming to market. You aren't listing in isolation, you are listing in competition. So there may well be more properties like yours on the market, which means the buyer has more choice, and you might find it, if it's not presented in its best light, trickier to sell. So that's always one rule of thumb. Whatever season we're in, is to present your property in its best light. Now, I'm not going to go into that today. That's just rule of thumb. Thumbs up for that. Then we've got, what do we got? Spring, summer. Okay, summer again is also a very good time to list your home, but I would steer clear from listing on the summer holidays. So you're looking at sort of August time, and that's purely due to the fact there's people worrying about a lot of other things, about getting abroad, getting a tan. So make sure you apply your sunscreen, because you do not want to get burnt listing around the summer holidays. Autumn, leaf it out, mate, leaf it out. You usually find there is a dip in buyer demand, but the buyers left in there are probably more serious. So autumn, I would say, on average, is an okay time to be on the market. We find ourselves in this period now, but we've always got one eye on December. Winter is coming. According to Rightmove, statistically, the people that are searching on these portals, it significantly drops. But like I said, in the autumn months, the buyers that are still in the market are much more serious. I mean, you can imagine, from the 1st of December, let's be honest, it's Christmas. People are booking work dues, booking drinks, more drinks, linking up for friend drinks, and any excuse to get sozzled, buy presents, open presents, all that malarkey. A very little focus on finding a new home. So the buyers that are in the market are deadly serious. So as we're heading into November, I think there might be people asking themselves, do we go on the market? Are we going to be sitting on over Christmas? We don't want our listing to go stale. Now that is a decision for you. November is a quiet time, but there's very little stock as we speak right now. So, as I say, there will be buyers left in the market. They will be very serious, but you may not find the mayhem, the madness that has been going on in terms of multiple offers coming out of your ear holes. You also may well do if your property is a stone cold stunner. So remember the rule of thumb: if the property is presented in its best light, it will sell. If it's priced right, it will sell. There is always a buyer. Properties sell 365 days of the year. But if we're looking at time in the market, and if you can time the market, then okay, maybe if you are listing your home, take a look at the agent agreement. Look at the term of the contract, because you want to hedge your bets against Christmas. It's not a great time, I'll be honest. It's not a great time to sell your home. So is there a way you can look at an agent's contract and try and get it down as much as possible? Now, I'm a big believer in smaller contracts because I believe in the price that we put the property up for. I believe how we're going to present the property is going to be show home condition, and I believe that if you stick to the rule of thumb, then you've got the best chance possible. So what used to happen is agents were actually allowed to take a property off the market, let's say over Christmas, and over a 2-week period, as long as it was off the market for 2 weeks, they could then re-upload the listing and it would be fresh. Therefore, you get all the fresh eyeballs, all the interest that you would do with a new listing. Now, that was called portal juggling, which is just not good practice, against the rules, and so a bit of an unfair advantage. So the time scale now is 14 weeks once you take a listing off and re-upload it. Now, I'm not condoning this. I believe agents, you know, that have won the business should have a fair crack. So this one goes to if an agent's had a fair amount of time to list your home, and you know you followed everything that they said, and you know they've had a fair crack at the whip. Okay, so what are your other options? Now, depending on the term of the contract that you sign, maybe in autumn around now, or maybe a month ago or something like that, it may well be possible to take your property off the market around Christmas time and look at relisting the property after the new year. Then there is the option to change your agent, and with that comes a brand new listing. So you could take it off before Christmas and hand the property over to another agent that you feel is best suited, and get the property on the market. So what do? Do you just take it off the market and upload it on New Year's Day? No, because what you have is a lot of people that were not on the market, that were probably holding off, going, we don't want to put it on the market yet, we'll wait for January and then we'll go smash it. So you usually find a lot of listings come on in January, but the real buying starts in February. That's when you're going to get your serious buyers that are ready to pull the trigger after burning off the Christmas turkey. They're raring to go. So if you can, you might even just hold fire, little donkey, and pull the trigger maybe February time. But look, you can speak with your current agent, discuss it now, and see what's best for you. So the biggest portal out there, Rightmove, they did a study back in 2014, but I still think it rings true to today and to the trend of what happens around that time of year. Christmas, they got 550,000 hits on their site. On New Year's Day, 1.4 million, and then on the first working day of the year, it went up to 2.2 million. That just shows you what buyers are looking at. So that's it. We've covered the 4 seasons. Thank you, Frankie Valley. Big girls don't cry, walk like a man, talk like a man. Ooh, walk like a man. Oh, if you liked the video, then put a little comment in the section. Oh yeah, we've gone through the 4 seasons, so let me know what you think below. Ho ho ho, walk like a man, talk like a man, or a woman, or a child, or girl. No, that makes no sense. Bye. Okay. Oh shit on it. 'Tis the season to be jolly, or is it? And if you have stumbled across this feed, then this one is certainly for you. I'm Anthony Perkin from Keller Williams, and let's get into it. I enjoyed that. Property. Let me check my sources. I need to see what I got. One tape.